Hey everybody, this is Roy Bandari of ArtWalk Condo, and today we are once again at the incredible sales office for the Smart VMC. We're joined by Samantha Kong, Operations Manager at Smart Living, and we are here today to talk about what I believe is probably one of the best investment developments in the entire GTA. It's ArtWalk Condos. Samantha, thank you very much for your time to speak with us today.
Thank you for coming in today, Roy. We're very excited to go over this master plan community.
Yeah, I love it. We've been selling Vaughan for the last 7-8 years, and it is within the GTA the largest, one of the largest master plan communities that is sort of as defined as it is. We know there is a huge plan. It's backed by the city. The city really wants this to happen, and we're starting to see that sort of come together. Give us a rundown of what this master plan is, the overall picture, the small picture, and then we can start to sort of narrow down from there.
Yes, what you're really looking at, Roy, is we are in the downtown Vaughan, and what we are developing is a 100-acre master plan, and ArtWalk Condos specifically, you're sitting right in the heart of this entire master plan. And the really cool feature about all of this is not just you're in the downtown area, you're very close to, in terms of proximity, to the subway station.
Yes.
There is no other subway station really in York region, don't you think?
Yeah, well, that's part of the main anchor for this entire master plan is the subway station. The subway was extended to Vaughan Metropolitan Centre. That was the birth of the VMC. And then from there, we've got this 400-acre redevelopment. And then of the 400 acres, Smart Living, which we're going to touch on as well, own a quarter of that, and I would say it's probably the prime quarter because it centers around the current subway station and also the bus terminal. So when we talk about this 100-acre, it is sort of the Young Street of downtown Vaughan.
Yes.
So when we start to break that stuff down, obviously we've been here in the past with the Transit City, and now we're at the ArtWalk redevelopment. The ArtWalk redevelopment is going to be, I believe, and you tell me if I'm wrong, I think it's probably the best location in the entire 400-acre Vaughan because, number one, at your doorstep is the 9-acre Central Park.
Absolutely.
Number two, you're a 2-minute walk to the subway. You can enter the subway from a couple of spots. You can give us a rundown of that.
So where ArtWalk is located specifically, you're right next to the KPMG office tower, where there is an underground tunnel that connects you directly to the Vaughan Metropolitan subway. Also, just minutes, you're able to access the Smart VMC bus terminal, which also gives you another underground access to the TTC. So in terms of being located centrally to all key transit points, I think it's really fabulous in terms of ArtWalk Condos, where we are located, this phase 1 of ArtWalk District, and there's so much more. You're next to world-class employers, you're right next to the 9-acre park, you're minutes away from all their key transit. It truly doesn't get better than where we are located.
I agree, and we get asked all the time, which are the best emerging markets in the GTA? And I cannot think of a single other redevelopment that sort of has all of these pieces in it. You've got scale. It's 400 acres, and then of that, you've got 100 acres. If I said to you, you're buying on its own, you're buying early in a 100-acre master plan, that's incredible. And then you've got the transit. If I said to you, you're going to buy a condo on its own, 2 minutes from a subway, that on its own is incredible. Then I said to you, you're going to buy 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, 20 steps from a Central Park. That on its own is incredible. If I told you you're going to be buying next door to a world-class employment office, that on its own is incredible. If I told you one more step, you're buying into a community that is thoughtfully designed, some world-class builders, some of the best builders in Toronto, that on its own is incredible. Now you start marrying these things together and you start to see the compounding reasons that we think there is nothing like Vaughan anywhere in the GTA. To buy this early at a plan like this, I think there's not many projects that we tell our clients this one is worth waiting for. We have been telling our clients this one is worth waiting for because this doesn't come around very often.
It truly is when you put all of those key items together, when you mention. And what we are developing here in this downtown Vaughan is a community that is truly mixed use.
Yes.
Where everything that you need is within walking distance. It is a pedestrian-friendly community, right? You have your outdoor spaces, as you mentioned, the parks. You have your YMCA that's actually next door, another facility. You have your transit access as well. And world-class employers. You have two of the largest accounting firms already anchored in this downtown. You have the KPMG, you have the PwC, you have our Smart Center head office. We are one of Canada's largest real estate investment trusts. And with that said, when you really tie everything together, in the future of this master plan, it is going to be very vibrant.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. I want to talk on the subway, because obviously the subway was sort of the anchor and the reason for sort of the growth in this specific area. The subway obviously opens the door to hop in the subway. You can get Union Station in
43 minutes.
43 minutes, you're downtown. But along the subway, there's so many important stops. One of the most important for me is York University.
Yes, just 5 minutes away.
Which is incredible.
It is convenient.
And, we could spend 20 minutes just talking about the York University aspect of this, right? It's a university where the amount of demand for beds is grossly outstrips the supply for beds. Just that tenant pool is enormous. So the subway is obviously a big part of this.
And aside from that, you are able to access and get to York, aside from York University, also University of Toronto, which is just 35 minutes, one subway ride, and you're all the way downtown.
Yep.
How convenient is that? And the subway also takes you to shopping, let's say, Yorkdale, and we all love shopping. And even in the area of Vaughan itself, Vaughan Mills is just a 9-minute away as well. Now, talking on the points of transit, where we are located is truly in the center of access to everywhere in the GTA. You have your TTC that takes you downtown, you have your bus terminal that takes you to all the other areas of the GTA. So aside from just the TTC, we are connected to everywhere in the GTA, and that's what makes us really awesome in this downtown Vaughan.
I love it. In order to put something like this together, you have to have a world-class builder. Like, it doesn't happen without a world-class builder. I want you to talk to us a little bit about Smart Living, big story behind Smart Living. So give us the rundown on Smart.
So first off, we should start off with the umbrella, Smart Center. We are one of Canada's largest real estate investment trusts. And what we've really done is introduce Smart Living, which is our residential sub-brand, to expand into all the condos, the townhomes, the senior residences, the rental, and so much more. And with that said, Smart Centers, what we have is over 168 properties all across Canada.
Unbelievable.
That is massive. We have over 10 billion in assets. So
10 billion?
10 billion in assets. So with that said, I think that gives you the scope of us as a developer and really expanding into the residential industry as well.
No, it's really, really important. Like I said, when you're taking on a project of this scale, it's important to see what's come before and what's going to come moving forward. But it doesn't happen with a developer that cannot put this together. So we talked about the master plan, we talked about the subway, we talked about the employment, we talked about the Central Park, we talked about the developer. One of the last things I want to talk about is ArtWalk specifically. So ArtWalk will sit on the lands of the old Walmart. So give us a rundown of the parcel of land that ArtWalks, and then talk to us about ArtWalk as well.
So let's go into specific details about ArtWalk Condos. There will be 3 buildings, right? Tower A, B, and C. Tower A will be 38 stories. Tower B will be 18 stories, and Tower C will be 6 stories. What we have here in the amenities of ArtWalk Condos is we have a beautiful central courtyard, and on the ground floor of Tower B as well, we have co-working space, a library as well. All other features, we have outdoor spaces for barbecues, rooftops, so many amazing amenities. We also have on the ground floor of the Tower C, all around retail spaces, cafes, coffee shops, a very livable lifestyle community that we have in this downtown Vaughan. Aside from what we call it, the general bigger hub, this is a little community within ArtWalk Condos specifically. Now, when we talk about the scale of ArtWalk District, ArtWalk Condos sits in ArtWalk District. In the district, in the future of this district, we will have 3,800 residential units.
Wow.
That is massive. Right now, we are starting with approximately around 630. So when you think about the scale of this, it is huge.
Huge.
Huge. And ArtWalk Condos specifically in this entire district is the phase that is closest to the park, the TTC, the bus terminal, and everything else.
I love it.
And I think that in itself makes this a fantastic opportunity to get into this downtown VMC project.
I want to just rewind a little touch. You said that this is the first of 3,800 units. One of the reasons that we are always excited about this is that investing early in a brand new community, new master plan, it has a lot of benefits. We always call it the simplest, most tried and trusted way of investing in pre-construction. If you want to de-risk your investment, you invest early in a pre-construction. Yes. Because when you release the next building, and you release the next building, and you release the next building, and you release the next building, time and time and time again, history has told us that each subsequent launch will be coming at a higher price. Mm-hmm. You have that natural price growth. And as this gets developed, we start to see the whole community come together. Mm-hmm. Like this is why we love master plan communities. And I said earlier, if we just told you you're buying in a master plan community, strip out everything else, that alone is a huge investment piece.
Huge.
So ArtWalk District, like you said, it's 3,800 units, and this is the first round of units, first building to release in that.
Exactly.
I love it. So tell us about, so you mentioned 38, 18, and 6 stories. Give us a quick rundown on what to expect on floor plans, on any details with the building itself.
And truly, I like to say we have a little bit of something for everybody. Whether you're an investor, whether you're an end user, we really have it all. So size ranges we have from your 500s all the way to your 1,000 square feet. And bedroom types, we have 1 bedroom, 1+1, 2 bedroom, 2+10, 3 bedrooms, a wide range. So whether you're looking for smaller investment units for 1 bedroom, we also have more livable size 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and so on. So truly, ArtWalk Condos, we have a little bit of something for everybody.
I love it. So I'm going to try and wrap everything up. Mm-hmm. We talked about the master plan. Obviously, one of the big stories here, because this is not happening anywhere else in the GTA. To get 400 acres, and then within a 400 acre, you've got a quarter of that by Smart Living. That doesn't exist probably anywhere. It is one of the largest in Canada.
Massive.
It's huge. We're very, very early in that development. Yeah. To get in at the ground level of a brand new downtown is something we've been shouting from the rooftops for years, and I still think it's important that people get that message. This is one of the best master plans you will see probably ever.
There really isn't anything quite like this anymore. There isn't.
Sure. We talked about the subway. Obviously, having that there is an enormous benefit for convenience, for accessibility, get to, get from downtown, York University, Yorkdale, wherever you want to go. You've got the bus terminal that'll take you in the places that the subway doesn't go. So we have incredible connectivity and convenience from the transit standpoint. From an infrastructure standpoint, we already have the KPMG, we already have the PwC. These are all next door. You're next door to really, really important employment centers.
Yes.
We've got incredible new conveniences coming, like the park. You're going to be steps to the park. And you talked about that retail sort of coming in at the grade. You can start to see how that starts to play out with cafes and restaurants at the park.
So much.
You're not going to get that anywhere else. And then we talked about Smart Living. Smart Living, multi-billion-dollar developer that, something like this doesn't get put together without a developer of that scale and scope. And then ArtWalk itself, the first of 3,800 units in ArtWalk District. This is, for good reason, one of the projects that we've been waiting for a very, very long time. And one that I think any serious investor across the GTA or looking to invest in the GTA should be paying attention to.
Absolutely.
Is there anything I missed?
One last note I would touch upon is the fact that this is a 100-acre master plan that will be truly mixed use. Yeah. So in the future of this master plan, there's going to be more office towers, which means larger businesses coming in. Later on, we have a proposed elementary school, playground, urban plazas, so much more coming into what we call a pedestrian-friendly community. Just on that, there is some amazing sort of artist visualizations of what that's going to look like, and we will overlay them on top so people can see that, and you really start to see that the vision for this downtown Vaughan is incredible. We do encourage all investors to take a look at it. Samantha, if clients are interested in investing at ArtWalk, what do they have to do? First things first, most importantly, contact Roy at talkcondos.com. They will be sure to get you the first access.
Awesome. Samantha, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Roy.
Awesome.